Alright, so in this video, I'm gonna start off with the DMI. I noticed that last video I said that I was gonna start off with this, but I went off somewhere else. But let me explain to you guys. So the way I use the DMI is this way. First, I put a white line or a line in general with 20 at 20. This red, and I think I done a video about this, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna try to do a playlist about this indicator, my other indicator, and the Fibonacci. You know what I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do a video breaking down each indicator and how I use it. So anyways, I'm gonna break this one down real quick. This red line means volume. Whatever goes below the red line, I mean the white line, the 20 means it's getting weaker. This is like the border, let's say. This is good, this is bad. Green, red. 0, 100, however you want to read these numbers, but just imagine this is 0 and this is positive, this is negative. So as we're getting that momentum, it's telling you, hey, look, we're crossing the white line, or hey, we're picking up. Look, so the red is, you can see it as volume, strength, the strength of the candle, or the strength of the move up or down. So the higher we start going, the stronger it is. The higher we pass the white this line, the higher the stronger it is. And same with this one, but this one's a blue. Blue means up. So seeing this go down below the white line is telling you that the uptrend is no more. What's happening at the moment, or the move right now, is this orange one, which is down. You see all of a sudden here down move, so you see the market probably drop crazy. And then you see also on top of that, you see the volume, so it was a big move. And then from there, the market starts tensing up, and you don't really see a upper. You see now the market is now retracing on down after, or I mean the market had dropped because there's a down move, and then from there the market retraced back up slowly and went. Anyways, so what you wait for is for this to happen. You want the down move, which is orange, and the up move, which is blue, and the volume to get tight. It's kind of like a rubber bat. The more you pull on it, the more it's about to snap. It snaps, and then finally it goes flying. So when this happens, that's what it's telling you. It's telling you there's a big move happening. Especially once you go from the higher candles, the more confirming that there's a big move happening up or down. So that's how I read this market. I wait for these moves right here for this. I don't really care about all this. I care for these moves when they get down below, but more like this. You want all of them, not really just the blue one and red. You want all of them to go down, and you want them to go down tight. You want them to go down tight. So like right here in this region, when they were all these three were down here. So same with this. When I saw this, I was like, oh, okay, we got a move happening. So look, my market down started from right here to right here, and you see the market see from right here, and after that the market blows up. So that's how this indicator could have told me also, hey, besides these candles, like, hey, yo, there's a big move coming. And I was gonna mention that last night because this shit was Thursday 17. No, yeah, right. Thursday 17. So what is that? 6 p.m. 7 p.m. The market, or this indicator, was telling you like, hey, there's an actual move coming. So anyway, let me go back to it and go through the candles. So nothing here, pretty much neutral. You got somewhat, we got volume going down, but we still got the upper movement. We're in a rally, so that's why you see the blue one up. That's where you also see the orange one go down, because there's no downtrend. It's more of an uptrend. But that uptrend is now kind of going sideways, and that's what we've been seeing these last 2 weeks, almost, or a week. We've been staying sideways. You're now seeing the upper movement passing the white line, which has really nothing. You got, this is interesting because you got both of them down here, but you want more of a this. Where's that? When you have these moving toward candle, from here to toward candle, that's big. But that's where that happens. It's where that happens. Anyways, so now here you see them. So we got a big move happening. So I'm gonna take these off. Alright, so far we don't really got nothing. The move already happened. Well, not the move, but a move already happened. The next one is this. I keep mentioning on my videos. I'll keep trying to explain you guys about this. So just like the market, this indicator, which mimics the market in a way, it's also on a trend line in the same area since October. And then this was a key area because it was coming back down to that trend line. And then when you play everything out, all the data was coming out, the Fed talking, all this, and it just so happened. Not bad. So you got all that data coming out, and you just so happen to be right here, right on the trend line. So that's why it was, to me, it was signaling, hey, we're about to finally break this trend. And with the other little red flags that you were hearing this last week, especially this week with Israel, whatnot, it's more of a, hey, if it's gonna break, the Fed, the data is gonna be it, or there's gonna be that that low point before we actually then shoot it up, maybe for a week, maybe for 2 weeks, maybe for a day. But seeing how we're still here, and now it's still early, yeah, we closed good for the week for SPX, but it's still early. I want to take then a look at the NASDAQ, because the NASDAQ was shot down to this crucial, important price that I mentioned to the homie, that NASDAQ can break down through it, that it needs to hold. And that's what it did. It created support last night. And so seeing the NASDAQ create support, that was more of a confirmation for me that we're then going to continue up with SPX and still rally throughout the night and not really fucking break on down. So now, yeah, so we're still bullish, we're still good, there's a good zone, but it's still cautionary because we're right there still. And we got the Israel shit happening, conflict happening. We're a little tight area. We're a little tight area because we're coming toward the end of the year, towards election, towards war, conflict. So it's not really a hooray. But what it is good was the data that we got this week. That's why as soon as the data came out towards the end, or actually in the morning, I was like, yo, this is the only data that you're going to pay attention to. If this data comes out good, but we have a little withdrawal throughout the day in the morning. That's gonna be your next opportunity to go for a buy. On top of that, you then started. There was three candle boxes forming throughout the day, and just how everything played out. We're looking good, but it's very important to see what's happening next week. Next week. So let me see if I um, next week. Nothing on Monday. Just members, but these folders are weak. They're not even orange. It's probably gonna affect it a little bit, but not really nothing. Unless we got some earnings. Tuesday, just nothing. Again, just some full members, so that's probably gonna move the market. Little comments that they make, but besides that, it's gonna be a whole bunch of yields went up and this went down, and so comment went up, said this, and it's mainly then gonna be mainly focused on Israel. Anything that Israel happens is gonna affect the market because there's no data really sustaining it. It's not like today. So even though we're still focusing or still mentioning about Israel, as the data came out good, that's all you started hearing. Hey, the market picked up because data, job, good, data, data. What about Israel? Oh, I mean, they're still in war, but hey, job data is good, so the market went up. So that's what you're gonna see. We might just end up dropping these 2 days, especially if we got some sort of Israel shit throughout the weekend. And you guys see Sunday opening kind of bad, and then nothing's holding on Monday to push it on up because there's no data that investors are looking forward to. So the market's just gonna fucking just bullshit, maybe drop and consolidate, or maybe keep dropping Monday and Tuesday, or just Monday then Tuesday night pick up again if we have some data on Wednesday, which we do actually. Oh, FOM meeting. Oh hell yeah! So Tuesday night, either we're gonna hold Monday and Tuesday, or we're gonna drop Monday and then drop somewhat, and then Tuesday we're gonna pick up. Especially because having this good data this week, we should see some sort of rally throughout the night or throughout the morning because of the good data that we had. Otherwise, if we would have had bad data, we would have lost it today. We would have same big move that we had on up. We would have headed the opposite way and would have head on down, closed below the monthly trend that I kept pay attention to, that we were trying to shoot above, back up again to the homie that I mentioned. And we've been on this. Yeah, we would have been bad news pretty much. And the market would have dropped even more Monday because of the whole bad data that we got through this week, if it was bad. So 2 p.m. So most likely it's gonna come out at what, 11. So sounds about right. The market is gonna react to it most likely at 11:45, 11:30 ish, like it always does. So there's gonna be a bunch of questions afterwards. So that's why you wait till 11:45, 12:30 ish. But anyways, that's gonna be midweek. Thursday and Friday we normally have data, which of course there it is, and important data and employment data. So again, if the Fed meeting is good, then since this is what they're paying attention to, this is the data that these fuckers, I mean the minutes that the Fed looking for, they mentioned in the meetings. Hey, we're paying attention to the data. What's the data? Employment data, consumer price. Our consumer is buying. How much did they buy this month? What about employment? Any unemployment? So all that. And then finally ended with bam. More core PPI. I forget what this is. Core PPI month to month. Measure the change selling prices or goods, services, product, domestic, including excluding food and energy, which more value is important because it reflects on the inflationary pressures in the economy. If core PPI increases, it can signal rising inflation, potentially leading to higher interest rates as central banks like the Federal aim to control inflation. Controversially, the increase the core PPI just resist inflation. So that's what we want supposedly. The latest data of core monthly typically by the users. Maybe bad, but there you go, September. There you go. The core show the month to month increase. Food and energy. Alright, anyways. So that's coming out. That's coming out Friday, right? Core PPI, and we also got consumer sentiment, inflation expectations. That's gonna be in the morning. So pretty much next week is gonna be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Typical playbook. Especially midweek being FOM. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right, so back to the candles. Then daily wise, we're still bullish, but is we had some sort of bad news, and now we're pretty much I can show you how I see it, but we're at a pinching point where we could have this happening, some sort of like this happening. So you see, then you gotta sort of see the blue go back above the yellow type of shit. So we're even the indicators, we're at a really tight squeezing point right here, especially toward the end of the month. I mean, toward the end of the year. But still at a high volume, we still have strength. We're still in the rally box. Something I just also noticed is, so look, there's a trend right here. I could do that when, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And this one's a yellow one because of 12-hour candle. So we got this trend right here. And I wonder if it's how it's gonna work. I wonder if we're, to me, what it's gonna signal is we're gonna respect this and get a rally signal, or we're gonna break this, and this is gonna be the beginning of a little down pressure. There's gonna be the first point, there's gonna be a second point, there's gonna be the third point, and then from there we should have some sort of bounce. Let me explain. The next one is this 8-hour candle, which same area, just lower, and then still has more drop to it. So if this holds, there's area right here to hold. If this holds, then that'll mean that we'll be respecting this area right here and bouncing back up. And if it breaks, well, we know that our next stop is gonna be this area right here, which is this 8-hour candle. But I don't really like putting out 8-hour candles. Alright, this should be your stopping point right here. If we have bad news this week or next week. And then our final one is this one right here, because what this one's telling me is that, because I brought this one since down here, respecting the blue ones all the way down, and notice how they touch. But what this is also telling me that, hey, this is the bottom of this rally. By that I mean we got more push on up coming up this week, or at least this is the bottom in the next in these smaller time frames. So this could be the bottom point of a rally that could be happening from here on to next Wednesday, from here on to Friday, or from here on to I mean, my bad. Yeah, next week. Next week with the Fed and everything, for this could be the bottom, and then it's gonna be the bottom of a rally that we're gonna have, and then this could be our next checking point right here, and that continues, and so on, and so on, and so on. But this is what this far is telling me, or how it closed. We're gonna end up opening here Sunday, and depending how we hold and we come to the FOM meeting, we're gonna break this, and then that's then gonna mean that this 12-hour candle is gonna break, because it was right there, right? No, yeah, it was. No, so yeah, that'll mean then that this 12-hour candle is gonna be completed right here, and then this one is gonna be broken and be towards down here, and that the 4-hour candle is gonna be then have a tension. You gotta see this pretty much here. It's having a tension. Like, is it gonna break? Is it not? Next week. Yeah, I need to call support because I need to reset this. That way I can look at two screens at different times. That'll help me a lot. Anyways, alright, back to the next indicator. No, that's both indicators I use. The next one is the Fibonacci, but I'll explain that in other videos. What I want to talk about in this video is today's move, and I'll take a short. So what I mean, let me show you what I mean the monthly trend line. You see how there's a trend going up? There's always a bottom trend and an uptrend, or that's same. Okay, so there's an upper trend. That upper trend has two sides, the bottom one and the top one. There's never gonna really be just one bottom one. It's like a tunnel. It's like a tunnel. That's why we have this indicator right here. Watch. Trend base. Let's see if it's these. Oh shit, that's a new one. That's dope. No, but it's not this one. Oh, there you go. It's this one right here. There you go. So you see how did it do this? Did it do it by itself? Cause that didn't do shit. That'd be dope as fuck if that shit did it by itself. I was just like here and here. No, wrong one. I went like this. That is fucking sick. My bad for cussing. I'm gonna do that then. How the hell you can do that? From right here. To right there. That is sick. But actually is lower. You did it wrong. Okay. Fucking sorry for cussing that. How do I take that off? Let me try one more time. Oh, sorry you guys. Sorry. Still doesn't do it, but fuck it. Oh, but yeah. So you see how this trend line indicator has the bottom and top side? That's what I mean, the bottom trend and the uptrend. But I see why it will get complicated because there's an actual uptrend and there's an actual downtrend. So when I say, hey, we're in the uptrend, but you know the bottom trend, not the top, yeah, it makes sense. It doesn't make sense me saying that. So every trend, whether it be downtrend, uptrend, has both sides. A wall on the top and a wall on the bottom. I'm gonna take this off. And this is the bottom. And this is the top as that upper trend. Days ago in the videos on my YouTube, I pointed out about the homie and told him about how we were about to break that trend line, or the upper side of the trend line, or the I'm gonna call it like this: the north wall and the south wall of a trend line. This is the north wall of the trend line. Notice down here, actually down here, this is what I was telling the homie. Right here, damn, no shit down over here. Told him that the market was gonna either break it above and go on daily. Here's the trend line. You can barely see it. There you go. Told him we're gonna shoot above it, hold, and then come back down, and then from there again try more time and all this. And you can see this perfect box right here. Anyways, so that trend line, we then went down below it, because when we break trend lines like this, means we're in a new trend, and it normally has a big explosion, which it did. But normally, if it's a fake out, within the first or second day, it'll go down. The fact that it held 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pretty much a week above it, and not just that, ended up closing above it. There's all signaling to me bullish momentum coming. Especially if we hold this bullish momentum. Think about it. We close this week here. That means this yellow line is gonna turn blue, or light blue, and then we close the month up here. We're right there. So if then next week we got 2 days to hold this, pretty much we got 2 days to hold this area here. This box is green. It's gonna go in the front. Then you got this red one in the front. And you got this one, the front, which means I gotta move the red one again to the front. Now that I got them, to this one maybe blue, so it could stand out more. Yeah. And this one is gonna be yellow. Gonna make it brighter yellow. This one, red or green. What should I make it? Purple. Wait, I'm gonna go white. Should I go white? And then move it. Sunday. Sunday at 3. Oh, this is it here? This is small. I thought there was a big gap between it, but I'm thinking, wait, why does this area look different? Why is this? But it's because the new box is right here. So this is what we gotta hold. We gotta pray that we don't get no bad news with Israel. Otherwise, we're gonna see this market go down here, start breaking in these areas, especially this weekly to where we wanna hold. That's what put it below or on that weekly. Where's the fucking trend line? There you go. And then I gotta bring the base. I don't like this shit. Yeah, as flat as possible. I'm bringing it to the front, that way they're visible. Alright, this is good. Take this one down, color down a little bit. Same with this one, I told it down already. This one's too far away. October. And this one, Sunday. There you go. This is the actual goal. That's why you do one of the goals. That's why you see this monthly closing here instead of this box. Because I know this when they come to this month, they're gonna have a resistance and a break in this box right here, and then shooting up and go into the next little resistance area, break this, and then start creating support in these boxes here, and then eventually break on up and continue with the or get stuck right here, come back down, break this, so that's how all these boxes help me, especially knowing the strength of these candles depends on the color, how they're gonna act. The strength, whether it be you coming up, they're gonna all act like resistance. They're coming down, they're all gonna be acting like support. So it's not like, oh, this one's a resistance now. People tend to be like, oh, this is a resistance. Yeah, but then when it's coming down, it's gonna be a support. It's just the way that they view it. But I just color floors. There's a floor, there's a floor, there's a floor, floor. Anyway, so let me go back to the daily. I'm explaining to you this what I was explaining to the homie last night. So last night we broke on here. Tuesday, something that I kept noticing how they kept on wanting to break this weekly right here. I said that after we shut up, after SPX shut up to new all-time high range, it created this new foundation, new land. And in my videos I mentioned how even though it finally broke it, that I didn't keep on falling. Normally we fall in porn area like this and we having bad news that, oh, Israel this and that. Mr. J, Mr. J is getting attacked. Mr. J. Normally it continues. You can see the market falls, but then it keeps getting bought and we close here. So you think, alright, cool, then the next day or the next hour or whatever, it's gonna start breaking down and we're gonna see some dumping, which we didn't. You would then go to your forward candles and you would then see that even though we fell below that weekly line that said was important, notice how then we finally break it, but we keep holding this box here. And that's another thing too that I forgot to pay attention to. This box, this one right here, acts like a support. That's another reason why I have them there. So I know when the market is going up or down inside or gonna pass these boxes, they're gonna act like resistance or whatnot. So as it was, notice how I was breaking on down, it kept closing on here, which was bullishness. And notice how this box, this was a key area. So that's how these boxes help me. Hey, as long as these keep breaking but closing from the side up, we're still bullish. On top of that, at that point, we had a 1 hour candle Fibonacci right here, and there's 50 Fibonacci, both of these right here, which will tell me, hey, they're targeting this area right here. Investors, traders, they all pay attention to this area right here. So if this keeps dropping, we keep doing this, we could keep finally break this. Not just that, but you have this weekly, which is also what they're looking at. So you have all these things that investors, traders, what they're paying attention to. So to me, we have a weekly right here. We have the Fibonacci's. We had the last day coming out with data, important data. We had the end of the 12-hour day still holding. All of this was telling you, hey, pay attention, because not just that, on my video I tried to point out we were on a trend, on a downtrend. And notice how in this downtrend we kept on testing it. This one, this one was one that I put in case we end up breaking on up, just for the same reason right here. This will then tell me, hey, on the bigger candle, which was for we see we're about to have a breakout. The fact that we had that breakout right here and we're coming towards the end, and next week we got the Fed on Wednesday. We're gonna end up doing this, where we're either gonna shoot on up, break this monthly trend line, we're gonna break this. All this right here is telling you, hey, this is your key center area. This box. We hold this box, we're gonna shoot on up, or we go to the edge of this box, we get bad news, and we're gonna dump this. And we're gonna continue with the downtrend. This is what these boxes, all these lines, all this. So we had two trends here breaking out. We had this trend right here that we just broke, and then we have this next trend that we're coming out to here. And then if you look how next week is playing out, and where the candles are right now, it's like, oh shit, we're about to have a big eruption. We're about to finally break and shooting up and close the week, this next week, with a new all-time high, or back to the edge of the all-time high, which is right here. All this right now is screaming bullish, and I was saying in my other videos. Alright. So let me break it down last night. So I noticed how it kept wanting to close up here to this, We could have broken down and been down here. We could have broken down and been down here and just hold inside this box. But the fact that we were fucking broke down, but we were right here is like, yo, this is fucking easy. You got you, and then especially how we hold that last night. Watch, 12 hours. Look where we hold. We close right here, 12 hours. We were right here. So look, you know, I would have seen this too, and I was paying attention to it. So look, I would have been, hey, pay attention to what's going on. Kind of right there. It's like, look. Let me break it down for no, it's good. That was in the morning. This was at night right here, yeah. So look, here we have the blue line, which was what we were fucking pay attention to. This right here. So one thing that I noticed was that we kept on rejecting this area right here since Wednesday. This was the blue, what's that? This was the blue line, but we kept seeing this. Like, we kept seeing this all day. And then at the end of the day, the fact that we end up closing, I think we closed here. Let me see. Oh, that's because the 45-minute candle, stupid. There you go. But yeah, seeing how we're seeing this Thursday morning, and then still end up closing here the day. Let me go watch. The day, yeah, see, we close here. Yeah, we close here. So I'm like, okay, we're on the trend line. Where by the weekly, we got that data coming at 5:30. So we either gonna hold these boxes right here. Yeah, that's all we got. We're gonna hold these. Oh my bad. We're gonna hold these boxes, especially this. Bounce back up and so whatnot. Or if come to worse, we're gonna hold this area. If anything, this area here. Well, that's what we did pretty much. And then create support going up. Damn, this purple is bright. Anyways, alright, so here we have Thursday night, alright, you guys? Remember, 11:45, 12:30 is your important area to pay attention to. So we come in Thursday. So here we have. Oh, so look, something that I pointed out to the homie was how there was a 3 candle box forming right here. You had the first one, the second one. Or what's the second one? I see I was paying attention to a 2-hour candle. So when it was like that, it told me, so the way I was seeing this, alright, so this candle it opened at 18. So that's at what, 6? And they closed at, what is that, 10? I'm guessing. So it goes, okay, so, and then if I would have gone to my 4-hour candle, I would have seen that there was also a box forming right here. You can see 1 candle, 2 candle, and finally a 3 candle. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, it's 10 o'clock. So even if we do break, I know that what normally tends to happen is that we'll break these boxes, fall off these boxes, 300 candle boxes, because we got 2 of them already, and then the third one, the fact that it went inside of it already, and I started telling me that's part of it. So then the way I see it is like, alright, cool, even if we break down, then I gotta look for the next support area, because what's gonna happen if we tend to break towards the end of the night, what's gonna happen, we normally have like an hour or 2 hour dip, or maybe like a 30-40 minute dip, especially if we're expecting something big tomorrow. So we'll fall off, go down at 11, and then at 12 o'clock we'll go back up, or we'll go down at 1, and then at 2 we'll end up going back up at 2, closing back inside the box or shooting way above the box and closing at 2 above it, and then continue with the trend from 2 to 3, which is what happened here, whatnot. Whereas like it went down, and then notice how at 12 o'clock, what's the Taurus? So notice how we were holding, and we're still inside this box right here. So notice how it went to the edge of this box. This box was already here. It's not like I put it right there. That's why I stretch out these boxes, because I know these boxes, these candles react to them or whatnot. So we break this at, remember, 11:45, 12:30. Go 15-minute candle. 11:45, 12 o'clock. The fact that it then went inside the box, buy. I'm on the buy because I know it's gonna complete this box right here. It's gonna end up closing at that. If it closes here at 2, I know it's gonna fucking be up here way early above, probably 3 o'clock or just, so yeah. See, even, yeah. So that makes sense from there, shooting up and all that bullshit. And then from here, easily the way I trade, you would have easily made fucking a good $500 or so, just on this one. And then that then had to fucking, you're not counting the drop and then the uptrend, because that's what normally happens. And that's what I told the homie, hey, I was able to go on a buy. I woke up around 3. So I went on to buy here. Yeah, I went on to buy here, and then another one here. And then when I woke up, the market started doing this. And I think I got out right here somewhere at $70. Because again, I didn't know the market was about to open, so I knew that the market was gonna end up the data came out at 5:30, so I didn't know how it was gonna come out. And then as you can see right here, 5:30 comes up, but I was waiting for this. Normally I'll wait till the data comes out, because normally what will happen is the market will fly, especially 5 minutes before, or literally as it comes out, it'll for like a minute or 5 minutes go up, or even before, like 5 minutes before, it'll shoot on up, and then the data will come out and shoot on down. And that's what I want. I'll take advantage of that emotion, and then come out 5 minutes before the data is released. Because again, just as this big move happened, this could have been the opposite in this move. But by me following the market, you start seeing how, like, oh, okay, watch. The real move is gonna be, it's like today, like I said that the real move was gonna be today or whatnot, just like the Japan one. When the Japan incident happened, how is the market gonna go down? Is the market gonna survive or whatnot? I told the homie, hey, look, what is that? I said, look, we got data on Thursday. So what's gonna happen? Notice how we haven't broken, blah blah blah. Notice how Thursday's gonna be the remove, and then that same day or next day we had earnings, and that's a strategy that they'll use, where like they'll use data. Well, the data will push the market, and on top of that, they'll use earnings, and the market will then rally up because of the good earnings, especially being Facebook, Nvidia, whatnot. And you're like, oh yeah, they're gonna use it. Then tomorrow we got another data, and that data's gonna be good. And then you start seeing, like, so me, if I was smart with it, and seeing how this was one of the biggest dumps, like, yo, so if this one of the biggest dumps, then this is one of the biggest lowest points that you're gonna go in for a trade. So it's just a matter of holding, because this wasn't like an unexpected move. So you're on a low that you shouldn't be. So you're not. At that point, you're thinking, oh, you're right, Japan, the biggest crash, it's going to continue going on down. You're right, I should just step back and before, blah, 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 blah. Same shit here, labor. Oh, labor looking bad. Labor. Here's the market later. Bullshit. Um. So same with this. I was like, that's the sweetest move, sweetest area that you're gonna get, especially because tomorrow is the biggest day that we're looking forward to, and tomorrow is finally gonna be the day that we're gonna break this shit, the actual real move. And that's what happened. All right. So after the market, and then so once this happened in the morning, I then told Omi, hey, hold up, because normally what happens, then we'll have a move on down. Normally it'll come back down 50% and then go back up, and that's what it did. But not actuality. In reality, it went all the way down, and what you then wait for, you went to in between 7:45 to 8:30. And if the market is still holding, not breaking at that time, especially towards nighttime, and you start then seeing it push the opposite side way towards the upside around 9 o'clock, 9:30. Remember that we closed at 10, so most likely then the market is gonna end up pushing it up all of a sudden. And that's what you want to catch. Because then from there, from 8:30, 8:45, 9ish, it's going to continue rallying up the whole till 11:45, 8:30ish or so. And that's what you see here when you go to a 45-minute candle. Since I wasn't working, I was only able to send the homie screenshots. And here we have 7. Okay, and I sent him a screenshot. I was like, that's what you want. Once I started seeing it go down, I was like, that's what I want. That's what I want. The more down we go, the more fucking better for me. Because then the area for me to pay attention to would be this area if we held this. Especially with these boxes right here. I would have gotten to buy using these boxes the one in time and the moment I went inside here. And that's how I would have used these moves right here too. You see how it goes up and then creates support inside this box right here? So anyways, so I knew that from 7 to 8:45 it was still a cautious area, so I wouldn't go far by here, and I didn't, or here, because I still knew we still had till 8:30, maybe sometimes 8:40. And here we have again, same area, and right here somebody would have panicked. We're going down. This is snap. Would have gone on the sell right here, and then get fucked over. So then when I did this, that's when I told the homie, hey, we're going. I think I told him we're going up, or I just typed it or sent in my audio. But this would have been at 8:30, and then you slowly have your creep up. And I told them how we were either gonna end the day. I forgot what I told them. I believe it was here. So then at night time or Monday, so Sunday you could have that whole like, are we gonna shoot above it or are we gonna hold below it because of Israel, or we were gonna close somewhere here in this area above it. What I didn't think is that was gonna shoot above this, which was the main area. If I would actually pay attention to, you can see right here. Watch right here. This tell me, hey, this is your stop. But since how it was holding, where it was at, how late it was, because I think it ended up going up late around from 1 o'clock on up. Well, normally the rally just continues from 11:45, 12:30, just continues. But how it slowed down around 1, around the trend line, I was like, we may close here. That's why I didn't see it. But if I would have paid attention to it, I was like, oh, and I did told the homie, hey, look, we're gonna stop in between here. I told him somewhere, I think, or I drew him a box. I forgot where the box. I knew it was here somewhere, but I forgot where exactly. I know it was most likely here or here somewhere. And it actually did. So it actually went up at 12, and then it just stayed there. So yeah, so if I would have not been working, pay attention to this, I would have been patient, because right here we have another box. Watch. Right there. This big one. Which one's the box that I just drew right now? God damn it, I forgot about it. Too many boxes, people. I know. Probably this one, right? Because it was white. Didn't I do? Oh, it was this one right here. This would be like a green. There you go. Makes more sense. Alright. Find a book here. So yeah, here's a box. We have one, and then we have two. There's the resistance and the support. And as it plays out throughout the morning, this one, yeah, there's a forward candle one. This one's the one that I saw that I didn't tell the homie. I was like, hey, there's a box right here. We have the resistance already confirmed. The support one, this one where it stopped. So even though this one breaks on down, I already know that once it starts going back up, it's gonna end up completing this box right here. And that's the thing that I didn't tell the homie last night. But I saw it, I was like, and just went over it. But this morning when I was going through it, I was like, yo, wonder. I saw it again. I was like, it's that fucking box that I saw last night. And I didn't tell the homie, and I feel like shit for not telling him because I just brushed it off or whatnot. Cause at the time I didn't see how it played out or how, or like I said, I didn't really like. I just saw it. I was like, there's a box right there probably, and then just went to focus on this one right here. On this box right here. So since I was so focused about this box, I ended up forgetting about the whole thing, this whole thing right here. Because in reality, it was one whole big box. See right there. I wonder if it's the same one or close to the same one. Right here to right here. And then you go to your 3, 2. No, the other one's longer. See how the different box? The box from here to right here. But you see how they pop up within each other, or how throughout the candles. And anyway, any fucking ways, I'm gonna make this complicated. But yeah, you guys, that's how I end up using these boxes. I know it sounds complicated. So again, now we end up closing the week strong above this monthly north. What were they calling it? North trend, downtrend, or south trend? North trend. God damn, north wall. No, the north wall. The north wall of this upper trend. Notice how it smashed through it and strong. Not even this right here. Fucking actually foof. So that's good. Now again, next week we gotta hold on. Even though we gonna get some Marysville bullshit, we gotta hold here in this area. Create support above this. Go back up. The moment we start creating support here, it's gonna be bad. So we want to create support above this. But in reality, as long as we're in this box, we're all good. Yeah, that's all, you guys. I'll make a video most likely Sunday or Saturday evening, but not really. There's nothing happening. So, if anything, I'll try to make some playlists of the indicators again, how they work. That's gonna be the MAC, the Fibonacci, and the DMI. And hopefully Sunday I can break down these candles and boxes for you more. I mean these lines and boxes for you more. Alright. This is Brian Seacrest signing out, folks.